Hey, this batting stance guy here with my favorite athlete from Loyola Marymount since Tracy Jones, CJ Wilson. We're going to play a little game called Rapid Fire with CJ Wilson. CJ, thanks for joining us.
All right,
question number one. You have struck out one player far and away more than any other player in your career. Do you know who that is?
Ichiro.
Yes! Ichiro, one right. All right, number two is, I'm not going to give it away, but he did sit yesterday. You, in the 78 pitchers that this future Hall of Famer has faced, you are by far and away dominating him more than anyone else. He's 1 for 19 off you.
Joe Mauer.
Joe Mauer, yes, which doesn't explain Jose Lopez's stats against you, but it's amazing.
I know, it doesn't, I hate that too. I hate that too. Jose Lopez, you're supposed to just throw him curveballs and you can't hit them. I throw him curveballs and I'm like, I gotta throw a fastball. And then he gets a hit.
Is the same with Juan Rivera? He's got you too a couple times.
He's got a home run off me. And he's got a couple hits like up the middle, but he either strikes out or gets a hit. It's a weird thing.
That's nice. All right, so the third domination of really good players is, who's the player who has had the most at-bats against you without getting a hit?
That doesn't have a hit?
Doesn't have a hit. Now, you may have walked other people in that, but official at-bats, there's a guy that's faced you 12 times with official at-bats, still doesn't have a hit off you. It's the most of anyone in your career.
Man, that's a hard one.
He's really good.
Because like I had A-Rod. A-Rod got one hit off me last year for the first time.
It's a toughie. I'm always curious if people know who they have the most.
I know Mark Teixeira's never got a hit off me.
0 for 12, Mark Teixeira. That's amazing. That's incredible that you're doing that well against him.
I have walked him a couple times though.
Yeah, all right, but no hits.
Yeah.
Keep dominating. Keep dominating this year. All right, next question is, speaking of Gary Sheffield, does Gary Sheffield or Sinbad have the same birthday as you?
I know Warren Moon has the same birthday as me.
So does Mr. Belding from Saved by the Bell. All right. And for independent film fans, Chloe Sevigny, but who's keeping track? All right. Happy birthday in November. All right. And the fifth thing is, I've read a little bit about you, and I want you to tell us, what did the modern techniques of hitting by Wade Boggs tell you about baseball and life?
Spin recognition is huge. Also, the power curve. I was big on the power curve. You know, you're either an AB hitter, a BC, which is more of an up the middle guy like Mike Young, or a CD, which is like, you know, hitting bombs all over the place. So I would try to pick my spots and figure out how to hit the ball further out and how I'd let the ball travel. And now as a pitcher, I try to think the same way in my scouting reports on how to figure a guy, if he's like Mark Teixeira, trying to hit the ball out in front all the time, or, you know, Figgins trying to hit the ball really deep.
There's a couple band names in there somewhere. So what was it, spin recognition or pitch recognition?
Spin recognition.
Spin recognition. They're opening up. All right, and then the last question is, my daughters want to know, what do the necklaces add to your game?
Mojo.
Okay, mojo.
Well, the fighting necklaces actually, like I get, you know, a lot of aches and pains, soreness, just, you know, it's a long season. And when I was coming back from Tommy John surgery, I started putting they had little dots and I put them on my arm. And like my first game out in AA, I was throwing 94, 95, and I'd never thrown that hard before. So I was like, all right, dots, you're coming with me. And ever since then, I've just used all their stuff, and I sleep in one of the shirts, I pitch in the shirt, so it just makes me feel good.
All right, Dots, you hear that? Listen, the most well-adjusted high schooler from Fountain Valley since Michelle Pfeiffer, CJ Wilson. Way to go, dude.
Pleasure, sir.
Great to meet you.
Thank you.